Hello, I'm Joe Manganiello with your WDT News Week in Review for September 12th, 2014. Our first story today, a poll shows Elise Stefanik has a double-digit lead over Aaron Wolf in their congressional race. Daniel Flatley reported on Friday that Republican Elise Stefanik leads Democrat Aaron Wolf 46% to 33%. Arguably the largest talking point from the poll, however, is Green Party candidate Matthew Funicello taking 10% of the poll. It appears Funicello is greatly damaging Wolf's chance of winning this November, as many would-be Democrat votes seem to have floated over to the passionate third-party candidate. It should be noted that 11% of the poll's respondents were undecided, and that the poll has a margin of error of plus or minus 4 percentage points. Developers are proceeding with the J.B. Wise Plan project. Craig Fox reported on Thursday that a $350,000 investment from New York City investor Howard Eisenberg will push the almost $1.2 million project back on track. The plan is to rehabilitate the three-story commercial building with new upper-floor apartments and renovated commercial space. A former Indian River School Board member fails to pay property taxes but collects rent in Evan Mills. Ted Booker reported on Friday Mark Brand, the current superintendent of Indian Lake Central School in Hamilton County, hasn't paid property tax for 2 buildings on North Main Street in the village since 1992. Romar Construction Company, which has an Indian Lake post office address in care of Brand, owes more than $220,000 to Jefferson County in unpaid property taxes and water and sewer bills. In the meantime, tenants reside in the 3-acre lot where Brand collects rent. Now, Brand maintains he is not the legal owner of the property because Romar Construction Company went out of business in the 1990s. Guilfoyle Ambulance Service, Inc. is leaving the former Covidian building and returning to Newell Street. Craig Fox reported on Thursday that less than 2 years after buying and moving into a larger space on Fake Knee Drive, the ambulance service will move back to the smaller Newell Street building by October 1st because the company has been unable to find a buyer for the property. And our final story today, runners remember 9/11. Gordon Block reported on Friday on how Jefferson County residents honored the 2,977 victims of the September 11th attacks. Members of the Fort Drum Watertown chapter of Team Red, White, and Blue, a military support organization, plan to run up and down the stairs in Thompson Park. More than 50 runners pushed themselves 9 times up and down the 169 stairs in order to drive home the loss the U.S. suffered 13 years ago. And this is the second year Team Red, White, and Blue has organized the effort. You can read all of the stories that we talked about today on the webcast, online at thewatertowndailytimes.com, or on Twitter at WDT News, and you can find us on Facebook at the Watertown Daily Times. Well, for your week in review, I'm Joe Manganiello.